It's the National Football League. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Blues taking on the Houston Gunners.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Houston Gunners and the Chicago Blues. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And now,
one of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
and the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here's the option.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Blues are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Any more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robertson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Call that a gain of 11.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath, to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Able to find Pryor. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Gunners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Blues have taken the lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out.
And the Gunners are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Back to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
2nd and 2. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away as they have taken the lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Harris to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd down at 7. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Blues would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So 15 yards on the face mask, going to put them all the way up near midfield.
And that's a mistake in the same way that a broken tackle or a missed assignment is a mistake. You've got to be smart enough to know not to get that hand up anywhere close to the face mask because they're going to get you every time.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store. And it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man Cruz. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Chicago offense set to get started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Down at the 25.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Blues continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston.
On the return, Harris. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Cruz on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Gunners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And now out comes Houston.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every third down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And a dump off to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Gunners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage? And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Blues are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And some room to work. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. they'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.